Fala galera, estamos começando mais um episódio dessa série Disco Elysium. Vamos lá. Tá chegando perto aqui dessa Ruby, né? Que era um dos hard boys. Aparentemente ela foi para o norte. Bem, não tava querendo dizer, mas ela tinha deixado a cápsula da bala 9mm no quarto que ela tinha oferecido pra gente. E aí, ó, aqui deve ter sido ela escondendo as coisas dela. Vi que
The light
tinha, ó.
vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here. We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times. In conclusion, she could be under any building. I hope not.
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer. There's no echo.
Tô encucado. Eu acho que tem alguma coisa naquela porta lá que não quer abrir, né? Que diabos é isso aqui que eu tenho que... Isso não. Deixa eu ver aqui. Não tô entendendo mais nada. Teve a menina que veio fugida lá por espionagem. Tem a galera, os mercenários.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot.
É que nem adianta, porque já vim. Só se surgir mais alguma coisinha aqui que eu não vi, né? Acho que não.
There's nothing else.
Aqui eu já vi. Aqui não dá pra ir. Aqui não tem nadinha de nada.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you. Goodbye, officer.
Yes, what is it?
Tá digitando código ali igual agora, fácil, fecha cochete. Nem minha vida. E aí? Será que tem que usar? Tá. É isso.
You see, a slogan used to intertwine with the loops above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing. in the remains of the edifice. Feld Electrical, you only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack, in that church tower maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Será que a armadilha vazia foi ela, hein? Ah não, foi Kuno, né?
Indeed. Somehow you knew it was here. An urban ruin gutted by looters that once used to consume money and dispense warmth and light.
Ó, aqui ele disse que é impossível, que eu tenho que tirar 20. Só que eu posso tirar 12 no máximo. Mais 3 de calafrio dá 15 e dá essa arruma de bônus aí. Encontrei o casaco, notificação de moto, blá blá blá.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead. No rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb. Trying to talk to the wind, the city, whatever you thought would happen did not. And now you're just standing there in the pale of the morning. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of it. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step to... Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village. Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, displays. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. An adventure awaits. An adventure on... Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold. Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it, in through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
She's down there.
Okay, why? Right. How do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone.
Finally, my time to shine.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if... An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions, perhaps a basement access. Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder. An ordinary drainage pipe. As your eyes adjust, you see some trash, crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts, and nothing. broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe.
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
He means the pipe must be coming from somewhere in...
And it's right here, a maintenance door.
Oh yeah, big boy time. This needs you to put your back into it. The metal doors are heavy and the flaking rust hurts your palms. But together with the lieutenant, you manage to slide them open.
Good work. Shall we?
Could this have been the killer's hideout? And this narrow window, the point of origin of the shot that killed? This does look like an embrace. Outside the window, the day is clear and as mild as can be in early spring.
It's a great place to hide, certainly, but there hasn't been anyone here in ages. Indeed, no one could get a clear view. Well, at least we've been thorough. I like thorough.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spiderweb in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Yes, I can see that. Looks like some communists were hiding out here.
The lieutenant does not seem to share your enthusiasm.
Half a century? This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing. I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted. We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case. Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff. You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Years' worth of dust is shaken off, the full head of hair matched by an ample.
Opa, as pegadas aqui.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost...
No, what do you mean? I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh. Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step. Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do. We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the... Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
You mean Morel? I don't see how cryptozoology and the murder investigation are connected. But the situation...
If it gets that tense, the amateur zoologists might not be able to do their job.
You think we should finish running it now? Maybe you're right. It might not be as useful.
It's a minor point. Don't worry too much about this. There are bigger fish.
Yes. There won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for...
If you must.
You're right. However corrupt he may be, nothing happens in Martinez with...
In this case, we can't afford to be squeaky clean.
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been...
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways. No, buddy, that's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught.
The explosion of static you're hearing, blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pail. Literally crunch the distance. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds and just...
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, at the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing...
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break loose.
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like wait. The pail? It's the end of the world. I built it myself.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented, but we are beyond that.
Oh yeah. Way beyond. Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through. Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not the cops, and of herself.
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it.
Turn this.
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
The gun she's carrying is a 2-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long, be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching. Though I doubt that McCool ratted me out, by the way. Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first. Oh, I knew the kitten had claws, but she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Titus and his boys, man. They told us you were on the coast.
Well, fuck. Those guys liked me, I know it. If this is what happens to people whom people like...
A dull despair.
How the fuck did the rest of you get by? I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same. What shit? I told you I didn't do it. Sounds...
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
No. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style. So now I'm leaving revolutionary symbols around? Come on. I never did understand why, when someone dies, a hothouse's worth of flowers has to die too. No, I did not. I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types. Yeah, sure. And I didn't like wild pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here. Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, they're paid well for what they do. I'm listening. Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you. You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't...
No one takes a 15-minute leak.
Look, fuck you, man. I might also have stopped by the bar. And the gun store, Trigger Happy Jacks. What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal. Sure don't.
A breech loader?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
A knocked away AD front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
That isn't...
That Merc was probably shot from a distance with a military-grade rifle. Otherwise, everyone at the whirling would have heard the shot downstairs.
No, they're not practical. Break too often. Yeah, evidence. So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician. Yeah, that figures. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking? Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the union.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to...
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
There's a sinister note in her voice. Even with...
Yeah?
More questions before doing anything.
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been...
Those rings around her eyes. Her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his... He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
She eyes you warily as...
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasha comes in, she sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her. No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
She looks shaken. She wasn't surprised to be ratted out, but framed.
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me. How quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys.
Glacia knew exactly what she was doing. You can't remain calm under pressure otherwise.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be dis- As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although, fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me. I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while. So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised. So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back. I was, before I caught you in the pale latitude.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questions.
So this is what she was scared to tell Titus. This cop, that strange, distant fear, is getting close now. It's a fear.
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something. Fucking hell. And why me? It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Everyone in Jamrock, the cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with a disco pants and a funny tie.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time. All of this just means that you're effective. Criminals know, I don't know. Sounds pretty convincing to me.
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both. Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough. You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair.
She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you. Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway? Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had two guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either. One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying. That sound about right?
No idea who these people are. Satellite Officer Vitmere looks out of the window grimly, then puts his coffee down and turns to Patrol Officer Miller. We could either take a room here in the whirling or go home. Let's go home, Jean. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. Jean takes his blonde wig off. Call Heidelstein. He can give us a ride.
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends. Unless you have anything pressing to ask me. What bunker? Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pain recedes, it's a little clearer. You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
All good, officer.
She looks at the machine, assessing...
Oh, fuck it. Problem solving.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the solution to your problems. You are...
Oh, yes it is.
You should know the words to say. You've been here yourself. So why is it not coming to you? Because you've misread the situation from the beginning. And now her fingers squeeze. A smirk crosses her face as she watches you stand there, mute. Then
Puta
she
merda.
exhales sharply, shakes her head, and pulls the trigger. You watch as her brains trickle out through her neon hair.
Our job. It went really bad. And now we need to clean... Fuck!
Get a hold of yourself. He needs your support now too.
Lieutenant Yefreitor Dubois, control your emotions. We did our job. This won't be the worst thing that happens on this case.
There is no coming back from this one. It will stay with you in nightmares.
We clean up. It may take days for processing to pick up her body. We need to move it somewhere. That tent there.
Pera aí, não vou deixar terminar assim não. De jeito e maneira. Deixa eu ver aqui. F5, salvamento rápido. Para carregar. Quick save. Não, porque tá parecendo que ela não é a pessoa, né, que a gente tá atrás. E aí tem que descobrir, acho escroto, deixar ela morrer.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under.
No. What do you mean? I don't feel it, but... No.
It's not a quib.
Looks like our suspect. Once we did...
You will keep calm. Go over the...
You're right.
In this case, we can't. If you must.
You think...
It's a minor point.
You mean...
If it gets that 10,
Well...
if you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have.
I think...
I wouldn't be so.
Or maybe not.
Tá, não vou entrar aqui ainda. Vou aproveitar para dar uma olhada naquelas escadas ali, né? Deixa eu dar uma olhada por aqui primeiro. Tem papel aqui. postal. Eu acho que aqui é tipo onde tem aquelas janelinhas, né? Que bonito. Tá. Dá pra ver, não dá pra subir. Não. Então é só isso mesmo. Deixa eu salvar de novo aqui.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. It's like
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Can't say it.
as she says the word officer, you feel that's an awful decision. Why would you not want? Don't focus on the pain. Focus.
Really now?
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static.
I'm using a pale.
The blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
That boy's. A pale signal. So precisely at the upper limit.
She's been holed up in here for a while.
You're big. God damn it. Fine.
The gun she, well, just keep her talking. There's only, be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bye.
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while. So nice. That's what I was.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
No. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No. He wouldn't have. Oh, but she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Titus and his boys.
Well, how the fuck did the rest of you get by? I did, didn't I? Like what?
A strong moral compass.
I didn't like him. Pardon, plenty of broken people who don't come with that. Yeah, sure. I'm listening. Man, I was with the boys. You mean the...
No one
Look, fuck you, man. And? The guns, trigger-happy jacks. What did you think? That I'm going to sure don't.
A breech loader?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
A knocked way.
That merc was probably shot.
No, they're not practical. Yeah. Evidence. No. Gifts of flowers and candy. So now I'm leaving I never did understand. No, I did not. So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking? Man,
She delivered.
I got lucky.
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
Based on what I've heard about you?
There's a sinister note in her voice.
Yeah?
More questions before doing anything.
How should I...
Those bodies.
Who has it? He was still warm.
She
All right. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her. No, she...
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
What?
She
Yeah, she...
Glacier knew exactly what she was doing. You can't remain calm under pressure otherwise.
Yeah. As I keep... War? Fuck it. I'm not responsible. I saw...
So that's
Yes.
through the sudden sharp pain in your fucking hell. And what it's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Everyone in...
If she knows that about you, she must...
Harry, you...
So all of it, I don't know, sounds pretty convincing to me.
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both. Yeah, sure.
She done...
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon. You've been to my...
She's... Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway? Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had one of the guys that sounded...
No, satellite, let's go home, Jean. Nothing.
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then what bunker? Don't know anything about it. No one's been...
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Very, very bad. All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented.
Peraí. É que eu vou conseguir salvar essa mulher. Quer dizer, eu acho que ela não tá enrolando a gente, não.
This hat is so soft, so warm. It wraps around your head, and your mind tingles with all manner. Kraz Mazov would have worn this, Yushenka. Glory to the revolution, comrade. Whether you... Suddenly, your entire body is packed. It's like...
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable. Can't say it's a pleasure.
As she says the word nobody, don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job.
No, I'm using...
The X blasted from that pale emitter that angers me.
That... a pit signal so precise at the up...
She's been holed up in here for a while.
The pale? It's the end of the world. I built it...
That's it!
Oh yeah. Wait, no. Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say... Yeah,
So she thinks of you as her...
If you've got... God damn it. Fine.
The gun she's carrying, well, just keep her talking, and you'll get through it. There's only 3 meters between you and... Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
Bicho, deixa eu tentar destruir primeiro isso aqui. Aí eu converso com ela normal, né? Sem... O negócio já tá no chão.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but... She looks at the machine.
Oh, fuck it.
Calma, minha filha.
Problem solving.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the...
Oh, yes it is.
She's truly desperate.
Ih,
She
carai.
thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options. You know. This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives. She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth. Eyes fill, her neck and shoulders relax, and her grip on the gun loosens.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears. into the darkness of the tunnel.
Good call. Yeah, I'm sure. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated. I have a feeling we didn't. Her tent. We should check it out.
Tá, pelo que eu entendi ali, ela não... Perguntei tudo que dava pra perguntar pra mulher praticamente.
The plain red tent stands by, dispassionate. It was pitched by practiced hands. She's used to camping out. The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled-up sleeping bag. Cooking it reeks of cigarettes. Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You
see anything?
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately, like right now.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket. It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers. She's got good taste and must have taken whatever she recorded here seriously. The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages, the large cursive of someone who writes quickly, perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape, short wry observations of people and places, probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, "I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable." Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it. The most recent entry is from today. It reads, "Even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of..."
I just don't think she killed a mercenary. It's mostly a gut feeling, though, since we let her walk out without hearing her side of the story.
Eu tô quase
That could be a
voltando aqui
first,
pra ver como é que
or a
vai.
fourth, but who's counting, he thinks. Very rarely does anyone actually get framed.
Could have been Titus. Then again... Either way, we need to keep an eye on him. Somewhere along the way. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling in rags. Questions to ask.
Tá. Eu vou encerrar por aqui esse episódio, mas eu acho que eu vou voltar de novo, porque eu quero tentar conseguir, né, arrancar tudo dela, que não deu. E como é que se diz? Conseguir salvar ela, né? Mas é isso. Gostou, galera? Deixa um like aí, compartilha, se inscreve, deixa um comentário. E é isso. Valeu!